My sister-in-law stole my baby's name, or at least, she thought she did. What she didn't expect was that I wasn't going to change my daughter's name just because she raced to use it first. My sister-in-law had been competing with me since the day we met. If I celebrated something, she had to celebrate something bigger. When my husband earned a promotion, she announced one of her own 2 weeks later. When we adopted a puppy, she came home with 2 dogs. It didn't matter what it was. Vacations, furniture, birthdays, somehow everything became a competition. For 6 exhausting years, I ignored it. Then we got pregnant. At the same time, our due dates were only 6 days apart. At 20 weeks, my mother-in-law offered to knit a personalized baby blanket. What name should I put on it? She asked. Without hesitation, I smiled. Helen. It wasn't just a pretty name, it was my mother's. She passed away when I was 19, long before I ever became pregnant. I'd promised myself that if I had a daughter one day, her name would be Helen. My mother-in-law smiled warmly and wrote it down. Then she turned to my sister-in-law. What about you? She grinned. We're keeping ours a surprise. Nobody thought much of it, until everything changed. She went into labor 2 weeks before I did. On Tuesday morning, the family group chat exploded with newborn pictures. Congratulations. Heart emojis. Tiny fingers. Perfect little face. Then I saw the caption. Welcome to the world, Helen. I stared at my phone. My husband leaned over to look. His expression changed instantly. She had used the exact name we'd announced to the entire family 4 months earlier. I called my mother-in-law. I needed to hear her explain it. She answered with an awkward little laugh. Isn't it sweet? Now the cousins can both be named Helen. I closed my eyes. Did she know we were naming our daughter Helen? A long silence. Well, yes. But maybe she chose it on her own. Mom, I said quietly. We announced it at dinner in June. She was sitting right there. She had no answer. My husband wanted to confront his sister immediately. I stopped him. No, that's exactly what she wants. If she did this to upset us, I'm not giving her the satisfaction. 8 days later, I went into labor. When the nurse asked what name to write on the birth certificate, I smiled. Helen. My husband squeezed my hand. He already knew. This wasn't about winning. It wasn't about his sister. It was about my mom. Nobody was taking that away from us. The next day, my mother-in-law came to the hospital. She walked into the room smiling, until she noticed the name card on our daughter's bassinet. Helen. The color drained from her face. You're still using it? I looked at my sleeping daughter. It's my mother's name. It always was. She left only